Hello, this is Resilan Bearcat, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. I release a new video each week for this game. Please subscribe if you would like to be notified when it is released. When we left off in the last episode, we were looking at a functional battery factory, but it was the building wasn't complete. We also see a couple of drones taking off, so we have the drone port in. We're going to take a look at how we've changed this just a little bit. So other than building a building, if we look in the window here, I still have a single refinery, a single blender that is producing batteries. I am getting batteries that are coming out of that. Now I have over here on the side, we have built a drone port. Now the drone port is doing two things for us. One is it's flying batteries to the other drone port that I have on the other end of the map. But the other thing it's doing is flying these all-clad aluminum casings over to the other side of the map as well. So part of it was our goal. The reason for building all of that to begin with was not just to have batteries, but we wanted to be able to build fused modular frames. Fused modular frames are needed for the next set of unlocks. So if we go here and we traverse the rocky desert, past our copper sheets factory, past our quartz factory, and over behind our heavy modular frames factory, you will notice that we have a new component here that has been added in. And this is you can see the drone ports with the drones coming in for a landing here. You can see that up there, that train station is Upper Monroe. This is Lower Monroe, and these are the Monroe drone ports. And so we have a drone port here for batteries. Batteries are coming into this one. That feeds over into the other one. That way I've got batteries on both ends. And then I have here, I have aluminum casing. The aluminum casing coming in. Aluminum casing is being routed over here to the facility that is producing my fused modular frames. Now I have a couple of these facilities here. I can actually turn the second one on here and run this. I have this fused modular frame requires a heavy modular frame, aluminum casing, and nitrogen gas. So we're bringing the heavy modular frames down out of the building here where we're making the heavy modular frames, just bringing them down onto this open platform with these two large blenders that are producing the heavy modular frames. Along with that, we're bringing in nitrogen gas. Now I have to say, I think the tanker car looks very cool, and so with that's something that I kind of like. But that tanker car is full of nitrogen gas. Now we will take the train ride over here. At least we're going to follow the tracks. So this over here is we're following it over across the top edge here of the landmass on the northern side, on the northern sea. This is still part of the Rocky Desert, and we are following this over quite a distance away. But over here there is a nitrogen mine, or a nitrogen vein, a nitrogen vent, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely vents. So we come over here into the other component here, and we have the train station here where we're doing our pickup. And this is right now you can see that we have extractors. These are well extractors that are coming out of here, and then here we actually have our well pressurizer, which is pressurizing the well so that we can extract the gas out of here. And now I have 6 of these hooked up right now. That's a bit of overkill. I don't need near that much hydrogen over there, but at least I'm bringing it over to that facility. What I will probably end up doing at some point in time is creating some storage tanks over there and a transfer mechanism to put them on a train line onto the main train line that goes around the map, and we will pipe we'll pipe the rest of this nitrogen over into other places where we need it. So if we kind of look up there, that's our concrete plant that we built up there, just to kind of orient this. And if we zoom up and above this a little bit, we can see that, while it runs quite a ways down through here, and you can see my concrete factory is kind of paralleling the concrete factory just on the coast instead of inland, and is a way that we're using to get the fused modular frames. Now the fused modular frames in this case are then being put on the train and sent back to my storage facility. Now I am producing probably a whopping 2 fused modular frames per minute, so I don't have a whole lot of modular frames per minute, but over time they will accumulate and will allow me to do the unlocks that I will need to do with the fused modular frames. We will eventually build a larger factory that is building fused modular frames. We're going to need that when we get to trying to do the Employee of the Planet achievement and finish up complete phase 4. We're going to need to expand some facilities. In a way, you could talk, these are really starter factories for the mid game before we really get into the late game, where we start trying to do, consume lots of the resources on the planet and start using our Mark III miners. So this belt here is carrying, as you can see there, we have a fused modular frame on the belt. We also can have heavy modular frames as well. I'm not consuming all of the heavy modular frames. You'll see there that there is a heavy modular frame. But with the fused modular frames now, both the heavy modular frames and the fused modular frames are few and far between. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the links shown here for more gameplay. Take care.